Welcome back to Graybeard Disc Golf. Today in my hot little mitts, I have the Innova Mamba. Now, I got my Mamba from Ed at Ed's Disc Store. If you've seen me talk about him on channel before, he's got a Facebook store. If you are local to Vancouver Island, he's one of the best guys to get your Innova discs from. And I got my Proto Glow Champion Mamba from him. I also have a couple other ones that I've had from before. I've got a Halo Star Mamba, 164 grams. I've got the Juliana Corver Glow Halo Glow, 167. Then I got my wife's favorite driver. She loves this. This is her best distance driver. It is a DX Mamba, and we're going to see how these fly. All right, let's get right at it. I'm going to start with the Proto Glow. Great turn on it. Great turn, great distance. Whoa, what a great flight out of that. Woo. Wow. You see why the Mamba is truly one of the best distance drivers for slower arm speeds. It just has that great understability. I'm not sure it's quite a -5, but still excellent. Oh, nice flip up. A little bit of turn. That was gorgeous. Yeah, that's exactly what you want out of the Mamba for sure. All right, let's try the Juliana Corver. Nice flip up, a little nose up. Still enough understability to stay straight. Okay, this one I'm going to have to put on a massive hyzer because in addition to being DX, it's also only 148 grams. So we're going to put this on a massive hyzer. And it still turned into a roller. Well, those were a pretty good start, actually. Let's see if we can't squeak a little bit more distance out of it. One thing you can't see about this field is that it actually plays uphill, probably 6 or 7 feet, which is a long uphill. We're not going to throw the DX anymore for a couple of reasons. Number one, if I lose this, my wife's going to kill me. Plus, we also know what it's going to do. It's just going to turn over. So let's just focus on the three: the Proto Glow, the Halo, and the JK. Proto Glow again. Fantastic flight out of it, just exactly what you want. I mean, we may not be getting giant distance, but man, it just flies beautifully. Oh, that one turned out beautiful. Look at that. Woo. Oh, I missed it, but that understability saved it. Yeah, that chopped off quite a bit of distance, but man, you see my run-up was all wonky. That worked out pretty good, I must say. So now I think that last throw with the JK one kind of points out one of the really great things about this disc, and that is that it's quite forgiving. It has a pretty wide margin of error. If you don't hit it just right, you're still not going to be in complete trouble unless you put too much power on it, in which case it can easily flip over. I've turned over that Halo one a bunch of times, so it's really easy to turn over. That being said, you know, if you're a slower arm speed, you're not going to worry too much about turning it over. You're just likely going to get that nice consistent throw out of it, that nice consistent flight, and that's what we want. Here we are on horse. You probably haven't seen me throw this on camera before, actually. This is hole number 11 at Echo Park Disc Golf Course. The basket is just over 600 feet away in front of those trees. The nice thing about this hole is, though, you can pretty much throw anything you want, put a real hurt on it. Doesn't matter if it hyzers out or turns over. You're still going to end up down a ways as long as you chop off some distance, which is really what we want to do with these. So let's try to get these out and cut some distance to the hole. Yeah, that's a crush. That's absolutely perfect. Really nice with really happy with how that turned out. That's typical of me on this hole with my understable driver. So let's aim a little bit more left and see if we can't get it out. Oh, that one's going to turn over. We're going to burn that one into a roller, and it's going to keep rolling. So both of those actually ended up in fairly equally decent spots. You can tell how this really is a spray and pray hole. Doesn't matter what you do, just get it down range. And that's a crush. Okay, I really do want to get my rangefinder on those ones. So as we're leaving Echo here and heading down to Dry Creek, because you know I'm going to throw it on hole 13. You just know I'm going to. I want to say one thing about that last throw that with the Juliana Corver Halo Proto Glow. That thing was a smash, and you saw the shape of the flight. I hope you did. And I wanted to say there's a couple of asterisks beside these throws. Number one, obviously, it's a raised tee pad. It's raised about 8 feet, so you're throwing down into the field. That's one of the things I love about this, because it just allows you to really just unleash. But I believe, and I'll have to check when I see the video back in the suite, I think it came out with a really good nose angle. Like, I was really focused on getting my thumb down, getting the nose angle correct. And for amateurs and for beginners, getting that nose angle right is going to be a game changer for you. To be able to get the disc to fly the way it's supposed to, you got to get the nose angle right, regardless of whatever speed it is. So work on your nose angle for sure. All right, let's head down to Dry Creek. Here we are on hole number 13, Dry Creek Disc Golf Park. The challenge with this hole really is that it's fairly straight. I mean, you always have the danger of turning the disc over, because what you want to do is you want to get it out there and you want to carve it around those trees. But this is pretty much a dead straight hole, and you want to let the disc do the work. And the Mamba should do the work perfectly. Put it out nice and straight and flat and just let it turn itself. Don't try to turn it over. Simple, right? Just don't turn it over. And a little finish. Oh, fantastic.
The western garter snake, Thamnopolis elegans, is a medium-sized snake with a fairly robust body and a long tail. The western garter snake tends to inhabit open forest and grassy areas, preferring meadows and estuaries, found in habitats ranging from desert riparian areas to mountain lakes and meadows. It is rarely found far from water, where it both hunts and hides if disturbed. It can be found from sea level to 3,200 meters in elevation.
So before we get too far, I want to show you one thing about this Proto Glow Mamba. Now, it's landed in the sun here, and hopefully you get this on camera. As soon as I take it out of the sun, you can see it is still glowing. It is unreal, the kind of glow. And I'm looking at the disc in the camera. The camera is not doing it justice. This thing is glowing like mad. This Proto Glow is truly amazing. All right, thanks again for joining me here today. I really enjoyed throwing the Mamba today. Thanks again to Ed from Ed's Disc Store. Hook him up, find him on Facebook. He's an Innova guy, so he sells exclusively Innova stuff. I got some really great Innova discs off of him. The Philo Brathwaite Destroyer, my Evelina Salonen Destroyers, Sophia Dunica's Eagle L, got all that stuff off of Ed. So just, if you're local, hook him up. Go find him and pick up a couple of discs. The Mamba, I think, again, the flight that you're going to get out of this is really dependent on the speed of your arm. But just about anybody at any arm speed can benefit from having this disc in their bag. Obviously, my wife loves hers. It's her go-to driver for any kind of distance. Here's the halo that ended up short. The other two sure flexed out perfectly, though. And should be close to parked, if not parked. So if you're looking for a great understable distance driver, I can't tell you enough about the Mamba. Both in I think the Proto Glow, the Corver one would be one that I would bag if I was going to bag it. This thing just flies unbelievably beautifully and can really get some distance on it. This Proto Glow, for a glow round, this might be the best glowing distance that exists in the disc golf world today. It's absolutely incredible. All right, there we go. Look at that, putting. Don't forget to get your putting in, get a few putts in, make yourself a better disc golfer, take some strokes off your score. Thanks again, Ed. We'll see you next time on Great Beard Disc Golf.